Choose your sword, human, the alien warrior woman said. The arena was silent. Dust rose in faint clouds under the orange sky, swirling around the jagged stones that formed the dueling grounds. The alien crowd gathered in a ring, their eyes glowing faintly in anticipation. And there she stood, the warrior woman they called Kryn. 7 feet tall, armor forged from obsidian plates and eyes like molten gold. Her braided silver hair swung behind her as she stepped forward, each movement smooth yet dangerous, like a predator circling its prey. At her feet lay an array of alien swords, curved, jagged, some humming faintly with strange energy. Choose your sword, human, she said, her voice calm but sharp, daring me to accept the challenge. I just smiled. The challenge? I wasn't supposed to be here. I was a soldier, captured after a skirmish at the borders of her people's territory. But instead of execution they offered me something else, trial by combat. Win and I go free. Lose, and my bones become part of the arena. The problem was simple. No human had ever won against a Varen warrior. But I wasn't like other humans. Kryn watched me closely as I knelt by the weapons. The blades were heavy, awkward, built for her kind strength, not mine. She expected me to struggle, to flail and panic. But instead of choosing one of her exotic swords, I reached behind me and unsheathed my own. A simple human steel blade. Scarred. What? Familiar. Her golden eyes narrowed. You mock me? No, I said calmly. I win with what I know. The first clash. The gong sounded. She moved first, faster than I thought possible for someone her size. Her curved blade sliced through the air with a shriek, aiming for my shoulder. I ducked, sparks flying as my steel met her alien metal. The impact rattled my bones. Gasps rose from the crowd. A human blocking her strike? Impossible. Kryn didn't falter. She spun, low and precise, forcing me back step after step. Her style was brutal yet elegant, honed from years of war. But I had my own training, not elegant, not refined, but born from desperation and survival. We traded blows. Steel against alien alloy. Sparks lighting the dusk. Neither of us speaking, only moving, testing, learning. The smile. Halfway through the duel, sweat dripping down my face, I realized something strange. She was smiling. Not a cruel smile, not mocking, but exhilarated. Like she hadn't faced someone who could keep up with her in a long time. You fight well, for a human, she said between strikes. You talk too much, I replied, deflecting another blow. Her laugh, low and wild, echoed through the arena. The turning point. But she was stronger. And eventually strength wins. A single powerful strike sent my sword flying from my hand, clattering across the stones. The crowd roared, certain the fight was over. Kryn raised her blade high. Yield, she commanded. I didn't move. Instead, I smiled again, the same calm, maddening smile I'd worn at the start. Why are you smiling? She growled. Because you haven't noticed, I said, nodding toward her arm. Blood, faint and shimmering blue, dripped from a shallow cut I'd left earlier. The first blood of the duel. The crowd fell silent. Kryn stared at the wound, then back at me. Her expression shifted, not anger but respect. The decision. She lowered her blade. Enough, she said. The crowd shouted in protest, demanding my death, demanding a victor. But Kryn raised her hand, silencing them instantly. Her golden eyes never left mine. This fight is over, she declared. The human has earned his freedom. I blinked, stunned. Just like that. Just like that, she replied, voice softer now. You are the first human to stand against me and live. I will not dishonor that. After the duel. Later, when the arena emptied and the crowd's chants faded, I found her waiting at the edge of the field. You smiled the whole time, she said, arms crossed. Why? Because I wasn't fighting to win, I admitted. I was fighting to see if I could reach you. Her brow furrowed. Reach me? To show you, I said, stepping closer, that humans aren't as weak as you've been told. That we can stand beside you, not beneath you. She studied me for a long moment, then chuckled softly. You're bold, human. Maybe, I said with a grin. But I think you like that. Her smile, faint but real, was all the answer I needed.